I just took these photos. I have a little video of the setup that I'm going to show you probably right now. And now I'm going to import them into Lightroom to do just a few basic edits on them to kind of give you an idea of how I would process that. Okay, now I have my photos in Lightroom and I picked my favorite of the few. I kind of played around a little bit, so I have more than I normally would for this type of doll shoot. But the first thing I do is go to my brushes, and I have a specific brush that I customized, and I call it the basic brush. It's a little bit of sharpening and a little bit of clarity, and I just brush it over the doll's face and anywhere that I want more focus to be drawn or want it to be sharpened. I usually don't do the sides of the hair because then the flyaways show up better. You can kind of see where it is when I turn on the red. Then I go through and I will fix my white balance a little bit because the room I shoot in makes it fairly yellow and I'm too lazy to do it in camera, but you really could do it in camera if you wanted to. And then I fix my saturation down, vibrance up a little bit because that's the way I like to do things. Bump up my shadows, down the darkness, up the lights, up a little bit more, there we go. I don't want orange skin tones, so I'm going to fix that a little bit with my color sliders and luminance sliders. It's before and after, and it looks a little washed out, so I'm going to bring my saturation or my vibrance. I like to play with it a little bit to figure out what I want. Down here, sharpen a little bit, bring up the noise reduction so that it's nice and smooth. Down clear, up with clarity today. I'm gonna go in and fix these paint spots on her bow because one time I wore it while I was painting a house on a mission trip, and now every time I use it for dolls I have to go in and fix the little things because they bother me. I'm just gonna use the heel brush, click all of the major spots that I see. Okay. That's probably good. Yeah. Oh, missed those on the back. Gonna go fix those too. And then I like to go to my brushes and do a little bit on the eyes when I'm doing an inside shoot. I don't always do this, but occasionally I feel the need. It just depends. I think it adds a little bit of pop. Now Lightroom does have an iris enhance built in, but I feel like that it's just way overdone. So I prefer to do it with my own brush. Rosier hue. And I think I'm pretty much done. Except cropping. That's right, we go here. 1:1 ratio for Instagram. And it's not popping quite. There you go. Bring my saturation back up again. I like it. So I'm happy with it, and you can see this photo on Instagram. Go like it, follow me if you don't already, and comment down below if there are any other photos you'd like to see me process.